Okay, today I'm making a new video. I'm coming back finally. I know it's been a while, but I wanted to start off with some figures that I've got that are a bit older from the Earthrise line, of course. So, I also want to talk about a few Micromasters I got. This one's Over Air, aka Airwave from G1, even though they for some reason made him an Autobot instead of a Decepticon, which this is also him. He's based off of his attack-based thing. He came with this guy, Ground Shaker. I don't really care about him. Mainly just wanted to get this guy. And we also have a cool G1 Micromaster of Ironworks right there. I'm working on tracking down a Grease Pit Micromaster, which this, of course, is the Earthrise Grease Pit figure. And G1 Micromaster, yeah, his thing's broken, but like super simple. Also has the goofiest little arms ever. Like, bro, what are you doing with those? Got the little noodle arms, the little over the head action. You know, got the over the head elbow articulation. You know, like, damn. Yeah, he's a cool little truck, and of course he would have come with a Micromaster base, which is what Ironworks now turns into, which is like a crane and stuff. Pretty cool. So these two are actually the same mold. Now there's one other repaint of this guy, which I don't have. It's Hot House. He costs a lot now on the aftermarket, and I don't want him because he's not as good as Grease Pit is. Now you might notice, hey, Grease Pit's missing something. Yes, it is. I know that. I got this secondhand, and it was missing the little gas pump he's supposed to have that can go like under his gun and things like that. But these guys, modulators, I love them. I know some people will be like, oh, parts forming, yeah, but these guys pull it off really well. Plus, this is how you do a repaint for a modulator. Like, you gotta add some extra stuff, because he's not just a full-on repaint, he's also a retool. He's got some cool, really cool detail, and I like that the Decepticon logo is there instead of on here like it is on Ironworks. Well, obviously Ironworks is an Autobot, but still. So, put that back on there. Also just, man, this blue is very nice. He's got these window stickers here. You'll see why those are there in alt mode. And he's got a head that looks just like the G1 toy. Whereas when you look at Ironworks and Ironworks, I have a theory that Ironworks was actually a pre-tool for Grease Pit. That being that, like, you look at this Micromaster's head, but maybe I'll like edit this and add a photo of what the G1 Micromaster for Grease Pit looks like, but if not, look it up. This is the same head as the Grease Pit Micromaster. I'm not even joking. Same paint. It's really nice. Like, this is probably one of my favorite Gen Select figures. Wow, it has been like 3 minutes. Actually, almost 4 minutes. I have not even started transforming the figures. So, I think I'll do Grease Pit last since I really love him. Just gonna quickly show Over Air's transformation. Pretty simple. Also, one of the most articulated Micromasters, which is nice. I think he's the only one with elbows. I might be wrong, don't quote me on that. I mean, of course, the one who also uses the same mold, which is Vesper, I think, is something like that. Yeah, looks pretty cool. Could form a sword, not gonna show that. Okay, let's actually get into talking about these figures. So, I want to start with Airwave. He's kind of my favorite, but there's one thing I really hate about his transformation. So let's get into that transformation. They have pretty good articulation just because, like, I mean, you got waist, got really good legs and everything because they can come apart. Fantastic figures. Highly recommend tracking some down. So, just gonna put them kind of away so that it's not in the way. But if you look here, so the way this goes in like that. I always feel like I'm gonna break it every single time. But yeah, so this is gonna be for his aircraft carrier mode. So maybe later, if you guys are like, hey, you should also do one showing how to get him into the other 2 modes he has. Yes, he's a quadruple changer. Yeah, quadruple. So his legs, literally just like fold him out. This is pretty much the front of the aircraft carrier. And then take the torso, kind of being weird with steps, but I guess I'll stick to this. So push his head in like that. And then this part's gonna go like this when he's in the alt mode. Then you're gonna take his legs, gotta fold them upside down like this. And you want to have the treads facing down like that, and you're going to put him right here. Boom, this is like the main part of the aircraft carrier. Then you just put his feet into what was his thigh connector, and these are all airlocks. They can come apart. Falls apart, that's fine. You just put it back together. Really fun, very simple. I love airlocks. They should be on more Titans. Okay, take this gun apart. Oh no. Okay, there we go. So this, I kind of like put it there. It's like a tower. And you attach his guns to the side. Okay. Take this, and you just boom, boom. That's almost done. Now we're gonna go to the bottom. We're gonna take this. You kind of put it like that, spin it around like that, and then I'm gonna put it right here like this. Do not put it the other way around or it won't work. And hey, pretty good little aircraft carrier mode. It has wheels, but does not roll well. Which, I mean, is to be expected. And then here's over air with him. Okay, now you can display him with the Micromasters. I don't think it looks the best. But what I do think is kind of fun to put on these guys, Dr. Wu figures. They're pretty much the perfect size for like this. This is Dr. Wu Wingman. This is like Shattered Glass Cyclonus. And then this is normal G2 Goldbug. Not the Shattered Glass ones. That's Shattered Glass is different colors. And then here he is with a G1 Micromaster, which pretty good scale, honestly. I like that that works. But yeah, I have a plan to like link a bunch of these to my Titans. I get some more Titans like what's the name? Star Convoy or Star Optimus Prime. But now let's do the next mold. Here we have Ironworks, who is pretty cool. So he forms the kind of like more traditional base mode. Since this is the main, on the instructions, this is his main alt mode. He has like a road mode, but I don't want to do that right now. So just take everything apart, but do not remove the hook. Okay, so you also have to take this off the back. That ramp's going to be important later. Then take this off. This is going to be your little leg section. Put all of that there. Just start with the head. Turn her around. And yes, he's got a bucket. That is for different mode I won't be showing. Put it like that. I mean, visible head syndrome, but not really. His head is going to be pretty visible though, but then take the legs, fold them in like this, and then gotta point them this way since you're going to need these two peg holes. Put that down, take this arm, fold it in half, flip this up, and then, oop, I'm very clumsy today. Alright, there we go. And there we go. And there we go. Pretty easy, just pop on. And we're going to take this, situate that brick there, and take the front part of his gun. Actually, you should probably not be an idiot, and you should probably do it this way. Put the gun on there first, and then put the peg into this hole, and then the gun will peg into the other hole. I'll go around to the bottom, take this right here, peg that into there, slap it on like that, and now you might be asking, oh, where do the legs go? Simple. Just snap them on right here using the airlock system. Actually, the instructions say to do it like that, but I actually recommend going in first with the this like big chunk here, which will form the part that goes under the crane. So you've got this little thing here, pop it out, and then you can put the hook on. And you have the hook, you can kind of figure out which way you want to finagle this. And then you just take this little bridge here. You can put it on any of the sides you want. And then just, you know, grab a hot master like Big Daddy or Hot Rod Patrol cars like Big Daddy. Micromasters, and boom, you can just also have it on an aircraft carrier. Why would Hot Rod be on an aircraft carrier? Don't ask me. Okay, and now grease pit. So, cool thing about these bases, you can link them all together. And tell me if you guys want to kind of see a little city I'll make with them. So, with Grease Pit, what he does is he turns into a gas station, which this one I actually really like. It's my favorite, as I said before. Same as Ironworks, you can see you usually will put the gun on here like that, or in his other hand if you had the pump piece, but I sadly do not. And I cannot find anyone who's just selling the pump piece separately, which is fair, but hey, if somebody like has it, like, I guess, tell me. Maybe I'll make a Discord or something. You can join it and then be like, hey, I have the piece, and sell it to me. I'd be like, hey, $5, that's good. Like, I'm not gonna pay a ton for it. So yeah, it's the same basic process as the last one. Not really any change in transformation, it is just a retool. Well, I kind of lied about that. No change in transformation, there's a bit of a change, but we'll get to that in a bit. Same as last time, slap the legs on, blah blah blah. Okay, and I've noticed with this mold it works a lot better where you can just like put this part on first and then put that in. It works every time. And just boom. Now You just gotta put the feet on, and then the extra ramp. There you go. But now comes the cool part. So, what the instructions want you to do is like put this here, and then like, okay, it's like put it like that, put it here. Put it like this. That's it. Okay, like this. Slap the sign on. But what I like to do is kind of put it like this. Angle sign like that. So there's just like a little more room for micromasters and stuff. Not the greatest, but it's my little thing though to do. So we can steal all of their gasoline. That's what he does. Yeah, pretty cool little micromaster bases. Do wish they made some bigger bases. Like maybe like a one leader class base. I really hope Has like revisits this idea. It is cool and I like it. And of course, bases can be linked together. Yay! Oh yeah, another way that I found to put this on is so you take it like this. And you actually like can kind of do what the Ironworks mold does with the little crane arm thing. Yeah, like that. I try kind of like this as well, since it makes it look a bit more like an actual gas station, but yeah. Anyway, see you guys in the next video, which should be coming soon. I won't be uploading a ton, I won't have any upload schedule of any kind, but yeah, these guys are fun. Like, get some of them if you can find them for like a decent price. Like I go $25 to maybe $30 if you really want one, but yeah, really fun. See you guys in the next video. Bye. Actually, before I go, find this guy right here, Airwave. He is on BBTS for like $18, which will be like $25 because you have to pay for shipping. But yeah, see you guys later, and maybe next video I'll do a few on these two guys if you want me to. Bye.